from your breaking news and weather authority. This is 13 Wham News at 6.
Well, we are just about 24 hours away from the Bills matchup with Baltimore. It's win or go home for the Bills. Good evening, I'm Stephen Pappas. We start tonight with Jenna Cottrell as she tries to calm everybody's nerves ahead of the game. Jenna, good evening.
Yeah, the nerves, the excitement, the anticipation, you can feel it all. It is the playoffs. Tomorrow they'll be hosting the Ravens in the divisional round. It's the two standout QBs of the season, Josh Allen against Lamar Jackson. This is expected to be football cinema, folks. Get your wings and blue cheese ready. In terms of the Bills injury report, only one player listed as questionable. That's running back Ray Davis. Now, he was limited at practice this week after being in concussion protocol. And also O-lineman Alec Anderson, he is good to go. Punt returner Brandon Codrington is back after missing last game. For the Ravens, the guy to watch, receiver Zay Flowers. He is doubtful for tomorrow. My expectation, he does not play. Now, we were in Orchard Park this week for Bills practice, and Dan Fates has a story of how the Bills are preparing for the biggest rematch of the season.
After the Bills' blowout loss in Baltimore back in Week 4, Josh Allen stepped up to the podium and said this.
A lot to learn from. I'm glad this happened early in the season. We'll watch this tape, learn from it, flesh it, and look to the next.
So, what have they learned since then?
There's a lot of lessons that we were taught in that game.
It's a learning experience. I mean, we lost a game early in the season. We learned from it.
Those moments.
Okay, so they may not tell us the actual lessons they learned, but they know what went wrong.
I just think that we had a bad day when we played them that night, and they played well, and they rushed the ball, and we couldn't get the offense going.
We didn't start fast enough. We didn't play, good enough in the run game.
Yeah, this week Terrell Bernard, who did not play in the previous game, gave a quote to the defense.
It was an old Greek, I think it was Hercules or something like that.
Okay, the quote actually is, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he is not the same man."
We're not the same team that we were back then. We've gotten better in a lot of areas.
The past is the past.
Right. Neither team is the same from over 3 months ago.
We have a huge opportunity in front of us to go out there and achieve all our dreams. We get one game to go do it. How can you not get up for moments like this, for games like this?
Oh, yeah, and be sure to check out the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Up now are 5 players to watch in Sunday's showdown, plus plenty more Bills coverage. Cannot stress this enough. We are also on Monday morning, starting at 7 a.m., we have our post-game recap, as we'll see if the Buffalo Bills can make it back to the AFC Championship. And in terms of tomorrow, it is going to be chilly. Kickoff temps in the teens expected. Bills fans, Josh Allen has thrived in the cold. Allen and Buffalo 12-2 all time when the temperature is below freezing. But Stephen, this is set to be something tomorrow in Orchard Park.
All right, Jenna, thank you very much. And before the Bills take on Baltimore tomorrow, one local college student will be front and center. Lucas West, a Fairport native and SUNY Fredonia student, will be singing the national anthem ahead of the game. West, just 20 years old, has already sung the national anthem at a Bills game. Their Week 11 matchup with the Jets last year, but this is his first playoff game. You can catch Lucas singing the anthem tomorrow night. The Bills and Ravens starting at 6:30. We'll hear from Lucas later tonight. Also new tonight, a prominent civil rights attorney visiting Rochester to discuss the challenges in education. Ben Crump participating in a town hall event at Mount Olivet Baptist Church and other local stakeholders. 13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein was there for that discussion. He joins us now with more on the goals of today's event. Daniel, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Stephen. Crump was joined by several panelists earlier today, including a New York State regent and former superintendent of the RCSD. The focus of the conversation, the future of education. Crump lives. Dr. Leslie Myers-Small, former superintendent of the RCSD, and leaders from Charter Champions also joining as speakers.
Absolutely. I think it started to spark the change that we need to see. And when I say spark, I hope everybody in this room now is willing to be active and do something different.
We're trying to transform systems for the future. We're trying to integrate technology. We're trying to improve deficiencies in literacy and numeracy, all the while dealing with a framework that's just not supportive to them.
And Stephen will have more insights from those who took part in the conversation later tonight at 10 and 11. Back to you.
Thank you very much. The Greater Rochester Habitat for Humanity celebrating a major milestone today. The Women Build program of the nonprofit finishing its 20th home in the city's Beechwood neighborhood. The achievement highlighting the initiatives aimed at addressing the need for affordable housing and fostering community collaboration. Habitat for Humanity has served more than 425 families with new homes since 1984. And now to the weather. It sounds like our break from the winter cold is just about over. Here's Mark with a frigid update in your forecast. Mark, good evening.
Hey, Stephen, looks like the Wham cam's already frigid, right? Kind of snowed in on that view when you look at it. And yeah, the second half of the weekend, it's going to be chilly. Temps in the teens for you. If you're heading to the Bills game tomorrow, we're going to have falling temperatures, some snow showers around that west wind, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now, again, the visibility dropping down a little bit. We've got some light snow, and this is out ahead of a cold front that's actually crossing the area right now. So this is the Arctic air starting to come back in. We topped out at 40 degrees today, but we're seeing those numbers drop back by a pretty good amount. Now, our spotter back to the west, that's Diane in Carlton. She's already down to 32. So just be careful. Watch that first step on the sidewalks. Watch that first step out on the driveway, because some of that rain that we had earlier today, that could freeze up, turn into some black ice if you're not too careful out there. A couple of hundredths of an inch there in Spencerport and Greece, and down to the south, it's the warm spot, the lonely 40 degrees down that direction. Now, the temperatures look northwest. We go back through the negative teens, Big Trout Lake, Thompson, you know, your favorite vacation spots up there in Canada. That's where the Arctic air is coming from, and it's dropping the temps back through the teens for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, when you pack that cold together with that busy southwest wind as we get towards Tuesday, watch some of these numbers drop back. So you're outside Sunday evening, wind chill temperatures in the single digits, possibly below zero south of Rochester. Monday morning, out there shoveling the snow with single-digit wind chill temperatures. So this is some of the coldest air in several winters that we've had. Look at some of the areas south of Rochester seeing some wind chills of negative 20 by Tuesday morning. So this is going to be some cold stuff on the way. Now, in terms of the snow, there's the back edge of it already showing up back towards Locke. That's the cold front back to the west, and that's going to be pushing off to the east of Rochester as we go through the rest of the evening. So with that front, that's where the air starts to turn to the northwest, and the system starts to move on out. So the day starts cloud. We'll get that light snow going. A system passes by along the Atlantic coast that could really slow travel for New York, Boston, and D.C. And there's the bands of lake effect snow setting up southwest of Rochester. We'll have to watch this for Genesee County and Wyoming County. Could be some heavy snow, possibly 6 inches or more in spots from Moncast for us. It's morning snow for Monday. That commute could be a little slow. It could be a little tricky there Monday morning. We're going to have to watch that. It's a sub-zero feel for Tuesday and Wednesday. Low to mid-teens, some overnight sub-zero. That would be the first time since February 4th of 2023. If we do get sub-zero low temps, it does moderate a little bit towards the end of the week, so it's back to the 20s by then, but cold stuff on the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That does not look fun.
You know, it's that kind of cold, you know, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, when you take that first breath and you cough.
And it hurts. Your skin hurts immediately.
That's right.
That's the worst. All right, Mark, thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, now in Brockport, the work is beginning today on the historic home ravaged by fires earlier this week. Workers installing a shrink wrap on the collapsed portion of the roof of the Morgan Manning house. A fire ripped through that structure on Tuesday night, leaving the interior charred. Officials are also waiting on asbestos samples that might slow the repair process down. And on Emerson Street, firefighters investigating the cause of a structure fire this morning. They say around 6 a.m. they found heavy smoke and flames coming out of a vacant home. That house sustained significant fire damage. Thankfully, no occupants were in the home and no injuries were reported. First responders also investigating the cause of a house fire today on St. Irondequoit. Authorities say around 12:30 p.m. they found heavy smoke coming out of that home. They say one person was inside when the fire broke out, but was able to make it out safely. A new business opening this year, bringing new flavor. The owner of the newly announced Alban Coffee House about what it's bringing to the area.
I think the city of Rochester really is in need of a more diversity when it comes to the coffee scene, and bringing in a Yemeni coffee house like Alban is definitely going to bring in a very unique vibes to the city of Rochester, along with traditional high-quality specialty coffee that's grown in mountainous regions.
At the location of the original Blue Marble Hair Parlor at 333 East Avenue, the business is set to offer high-quality Yemen coffee, pastries, and tea, along with a chance to learn more about Yemen's culture and heritage.
Yemeni coffee dates back to over 600 years ago, where it's exported from the city of Mocha in Yemen, and that's where the word Mocha comes from, actually. And it's a high-quality coffee. It's grown in mountainous regions, high altitudes, in small farms, very organic aroma. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to really introduce the city of Rochester of what Yemeni coffee is, what high-quality Yemeni coffee is really.
He says to stay tuned to the coffee house and the plans that they have. You are going to need the coffee, the hot coffee, as hot as you can get it this week.
Something to warm you up, right? I mean, those temps they're in the teens, single digits, and even sub-zero. So, at 33, looks pretty warm compared to that, doesn't it?
Beach weather.
It's beach weather. Northwest at 9. And you see those numbers drop back. We'll be in the upper teens late tonight.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. And thank you for joining us for 13 Wham News at 6 on Facebook Live this Saturday evening. More news tonight at 10 on Fox Rochester after the football game, and then right back here at 11 tonight. Have a good one.